still stressful, still overwhelming, still draining, still too much. No. Excuse my hair, y'all, but I just wanted to jump on here really quick and give a quick little apartment update. I did just get off work. So if you are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. Please feel free to like, comment, and or subscribe. And if you are not new here, thank you so much for tuning in to another one of my videos. So I know this is out of my regular programming as far as my YouTube videos and everything, but I just wanted to do this video really quick to give y'all an update. I know my last video, I was apartment hunting, and then in that one, I did tell y'all that I found one. I ended up picking one. So I did start seeing a few red flags for that apartment. Like, communication wise, I feel like it was kind of a mix up. So the first thing that ended up happening was my move-in date. My move-in date initially was April the 10th. Okay, so, you know, I wasn't thinking nothing of it. I'm like, okay, I moved April 10th. Well, their office, they have new hours now, so they're not open on Sundays. April 10th is on a Sunday. So the assistant manager did not tell me that until like after I had already signed my lease and everything. So that was one thing. And then another thing was the person who was living in my units that I was going to be moving in, that was an issue because they want me to have all of my utilities and everything cut on the day of my move-in date or like the day before. So, okay, that's cool. But then when I called to try to get the lights cut on, which granted I was still like 2 weeks early. So, of course, they probably still going to be living there. But then I went to do the Wi-Fi and I was actually like a week out. I think I started doing that like 2 weeks, about a week and a half ago is when I started talking to the Wi-Fi lady. The Wi-Fi lady was like, well, I can't come put in the Wi-Fi until the person that's currently living there moves out. And she was like, it's not showing that he's supposed to move out till April the 9th. And I'm like, April the 9th? They don't give them enough time to clean out the apartment and do what they need to do to get it ready for me when I move in. So I thought that was a little suspicious. So I called up to the apartments, and another thing I don't like is they have like a call center kind of thing for their apartments. So like you don't get the office directly each time. Like I think if nobody's in the office or whatever they do with their phones, it goes straight to the call center people. Well, those call center people are pretty much useless because every time I've called up there, they basically cannot help me. They'll just be like, I'll just take down your information and send it over to them. And I don't always get a response back from the people in the office. So that's irritating because why do y'all have these people if they can't help us? Like, it's useless. So anyway, I ended up talking to the assistant manager. I was like, it looks like, you know, it's been some miscommunication going on because the cable girl is saying that the tenant is not supposed to move until April the 9th. And the lady was like, well, I know who's living in that unit. You know, he's definitely going to be out before then. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Why she ended up calling me last week talking about he not going to be able to move out till April the 9th, which is what the cable girl. If this phone is shaking, I'm sorry, y'all. My hands is weak. I'm tired. So that's what the cable girl was saying in the first place. So I'm like, so she was like, you know, your two options are to do April the 11th, you know, or we have another unit available on April the 9th that's on the 3rd floor. I'm happy because I wanted the 3rd floor to begin with, honey. Like, I've always wanted the 3rd floor. So I was like, oh, we can do that. So now my moving date's still the same. I'm just going to be living on the 3rd floor. And then this packing stuff, honey, I still have not really made much progress. I'm in the process of trying to pack stuff up now. My boyfriend kind of stressed me out about that because initially, because this lease is not up until April the 30th for this townhouse that we in. So at first he was like, you know, take your time. Now all of a sudden it's you move Saturday, which that is crazy that it's Saturday. Like, that's Saturday. So yeah, I'm trying to get stuff done, which I do work from home, but that would mean that if I wanted to try to pack up during the time that I'm working, I would have to do it on my breaks, and my breaks are my breaks. You know, you're supposed to be resting, not trying to pack stuff. So I'm gonna try to get it all done today. The main thing I have to get really is my clothes and shoes packed up, like my dresser in bed. I don't know if it's just me or not, but I get so overwhelmed. Like, I just get overwhelmed, and then I can't focus on one thing. I was supposed to start yesterday, and I was like, well, we ain't ate nothing, so I ate. Then I was like, oh, let's just watch Ozark. Girl, watched Ozark, honey, never even got back to trying to pack. So, you know, I'm a little stressed out, but I will keep y'all updated. I hope. I'm just gonna keep y'all updated.
Much later.
So I do not recommend doing this process last minute, like, at all. I thought I was gonna be fine. I haven't even got to King stuff. I've only gotten, like, girl, I'm stressing the f out. And honestly, King is adding like 10% of stress as well, because he keeps trying to touch stuff, take stuff out. Don't wait till the last minute. Just don't. Oh, just try to do one room at a time. You know, don't try to take on everything all at once. Just start one room at a time. You'll be fine. Nope. Still stressful, still overwhelming, still draining, still too much. No. Y'all, look what King did, honey. He cleared out this little corner. That's his little pal he done made. He trying to help me back. I just think it's hilarious. Babies be so helpful. They really don't be helpful. You know, it's the effort. You know what I mean? It's the effort. I'm trying to help mama.
The next day.
My head looks so big. This is a quick little update. So I don't like when stuff starts off rocky. I just don't. And that's what's going on with these apartments. It's nothing major, but I'm thinking about the future. Okay, so let me tell y'all what's going on. I work from home, okay? So I have to have Wi-Fi to be able to do my job. So you have to go through AT&T with them. And so they gave me the number of the person that comes out and installs the Wi-Fi and all that, blah, blah, blah. So I called her today because my thing was scheduled to have my Wi-Fi installed on Saturday, but I don't get off till 2. So, which that's fine. I just called to see if I can reschedule it. And she was like, well, I have to see if they have another time block available. So I'm like, okay, whatever. She was like, the other option you can do is have one of the maintenance people come into your apartment while we're doing it. We just have to have somebody over the age of 18. I thought I had to specifically be there, but she said one of them can come in while they're installing it or whatever. So I called the apartment, the assistant manager, and she basically said that they only have one maintenance guy and they don't come on the weekends. They don't come on the weekends. So that's fine. I said, I'll just call her to see if I can get it rescheduled. But that's going to be an issue when I move in, because why do y'all only have one maintenance person for the entire apartment complex? I would like to know. And that's been an issue where we at now, because they only have 2 people for an entire apartment complex and the townhouses that we're in across the street from it. What is going on? Hire some more maintenance people. Like, that's so frustrating. And then which on their website for the new apartments, it say that they think it's 24 hours, so the maintenance people respond in 24 hours. How is he supposed to respond in 24 hours if it's just one of him? What if 10 people need something at one time?